little bit about the nursery rhyme. In the nursery rhyme, the person sees a bird sitting in their windowsill and they ask them a couple of questions. Questions are things that you ask someone or something, and they often start with words like who, what, where, when, why, or how. In the nursery rhyme, the first question the person asks is, will you stop? And the reason why they ask that is because the bird keeps hopping and they want them to stop so they can get a closer look of the bird. They also ask the question, how do you do? That means, how are you? Have you ever seen a bird in your neighborhood before? Well, if you've seen a bird, what kind of question would you want to ask the bird? I think I would want to ask the bird what kind of food that it likes. I might ask a question like, do you like worms? What kind of food would you like to ask the bird that they like? Well, today we're going to practice writing our question. So I'm going to write the question, do you like worms? We're going to write our sentence together, and when we get to the last word, you could write your own food that you want to ask the bird about. Like, do you like bugs, or do you like seeds, or whatever kind of food that you want to write about. All right, now before we start writing, let's plan out our sentence to get our brains ready to write. I like to clap out the words to get my brain ready. Will you clap out the words in the sentence? Do you like worms? Ready? Clap with me. Do you like worms? Let's count out how many words that is. Do you like worms? There are 4 words in that sentence. All right, before I start writing, I like to draw lines so that I remember there's spaces between my words. You can draw them with me if you want. Do you like worms? All right, let's take our finger and practice reading our sentence before we start writing. Do you like worms? Nice job, we're ready to write. Make sure you have something to write on so you can write your sentence with us. The first word is the word do. Let's stretch it out. D-oo. The first sound is D. That's a D. We know we're going to need a capital because it's the beginning of our sentence. Let's start at the top, go down, back up, and around. D-oo. Now in this word, the oo sound is spelled with an O. Let's start in the middle, around like an O. Do you? You know that word. That was one of our new high frequency words for today. Let's stretch it out. Y, oo. What sound do you hear at the beginning of the word you? That's right. Yeah, that's a Y. Start in the middle, slant down, back up, and all the way down. Y, oo. Now remember, the oo sound in this word is spelled with an O and a U put together. Let's start in the middle, around like an O. Let's start in the middle, go down, back up, and all the way down. Let's read what we have so far. Do you like? Let's stretch out the word like. O, I, k. What sound do you hear at the beginning of the word like? That's an L. Good. Start at the top and go straight down. O, I. We hear the long I sound. Start in the middle, go down, back up, and make a dot. O, I, k. In this word, the k sound is spelled with a K. Start at the top, go down, back up, slant in, slant down. Now we need another letter. We need a silent E because the vowel is a long sound. We need the E to help the vowel say its own name. Let's start in the middle, slide over, up, and around like a C. Let's read what we have so far. Do you like? Now I'm going to ask the bird if they like worms. What kind of food are you going to ask? Maybe you'll write worms. Maybe you'll say, do you like seeds? Or do you like bugs? If you choose a different word than me, make sure to stretch out the sounds and write down the letters that match. All right, let's write the word worms together. Here we go. W-er-ms. At the beginning, we hear W. That's a W. Start at the top, slant down, back up, slant down, back up. W-er. The sound in this word is spelled with O and R put together to make that one sound. Let's start in the middle, around like an O. Start in the middle, go down, back up, and around. Worm. We need an M to go at the end. Start in the middle, go down, back up, make a hump, Worms. We need an S at the end to tell us there's more than one. Start in the middle, a round like an S. All right, let's read what we have so far. Do you like worms? Now, this is a special kind of sentence. It's a question, so we need a special kind of punctuation mark. We need a question mark at the end to tell our reader it's a question. To make a question mark, we're going to start at the top, curve around, straight down, and make a dot. Now we're ready to read our sentence. Take your finger and read it with me. Do you like worms? Nice job. Now we just need a picture to match. I'm going to draw a picture of worms. Make sure your picture matches your question. Here's my worm. Great work today. You wrote a question about what the bird likes to eat. Next time you see a bird in your neighborhood, you could try asking your bird a question. Make sure to read your sentence to someone at home and tell them about your picture.
This program is made possible in part by the Michigan Department of Education, the State of Michigan, and the W.K. Kellogg Foundation. Additional support by viewers like you. Thank you.